Suppose how you say, I look a bit frazzled. Yeah, well, I think I am a bit. It's been a long preseason. Get it. G'day viewers, welcome here to Pennies to Pounds. My name's Waylands. Most people call me Wally. It's been a tough preseason, if I'm honest. So while you were gone and I was looking for new people to bring to the club, I lost to the people. Alex Johnson left towards the end of last year. Lewis Allison we didn't manage to keep a hold of either. So there's both of our starting fullbacks gone. Not a good sign for any club trying to push for promotion with a familiar lineup. And then we lost Kane Swinburne as well. That was a big one. He was one of our better players, really. He's gone to Farsley Celtic, so he's gone to a much bigger side, which are good. Farsley Celtic in for a lot of players that I'm after just quietly. And we also lost Ivor Biggin. That was a big loss, Ivor Biggin. I have offered a contract to Fergus Steele. Let's see if he's still here. Where has he gone? He's no better than he used to be, really. He was, to be fair, really good for us. But he's no Ivor Biggin. I've offered him the contract now, and I'm wondering whether I should have or I've just offered it out of panic. I'm also waiting on a contract from here, Mr. George Woodburn. It'd be good to have some wood at the back, maybe. He's got good decisions, good aggression, good positioning. Not as good in the air, though, as Steele. A little better everywhere else, maybe? I don't know. It's a tough choice. This is the sort of stuff we're dealing with down at this level. It's getting very difficult. You know, it's like, I do wonder sometimes why I put myself through this. On the coaching front, we've made a few changes here. We've got Stephen White in. He is under 23s manager. He's probably actually our best coach on paper, to be fair. Reasonable DDM, great defending trainer. So that's what he's taken over. Basically, the defending training freed me up. It's improved the quality of the training a little bit. We're almost 2 stars across the board now, a couple of 1.5 star areas. He's also good at fitness, is Stephen White. So that's where he's gone in there as well to slightly improve the quality of the fitness training. And I think we brought in, you wouldn't have seen, but we've brought in Ben Dent. Much, much better arse man than the previous one. Got the professional personality, all sorts of things better. Just a better coach than the flat threes the other guy was. And having seen what we signed for an under-23s coach, we might have done better, guys, but that's how it is, and that'll stay for the rest of the season. I'm not messing with things now. Pre-season's, well, it went okay. We should have won both of these against Doncaster and Nelson, conceding late. Cameron Rigby's probably been the standout here, scoring in most of the games here to start. Nick Guest and pushing the other two for the starting spot up at striker. And as you see, we go in, we got Maltby Main earlier. We got Worksop, who are one of the favourites for the league, coming in early, and North Ferriby later in the season. They will be the big matches to look forward to. It'll be interesting to see if, with this, well, let's just say it's a weakened lineup, because that's exactly what it is. Or is it? I don't know. We'll find out. It was interesting to see how this lineup goes either way. So we go into the first match of the season with I think it's a reasonably familiar lineup with there obviously being a few changes. So we have Gretorix in goal, who has turned down many offers from other clubs. Good on you, Jake. Stay with us. We love you. Becoming a bit of a club legend, really, along with the hard man Hardy up forward. And Nick Guest, of course. Be interesting to see where the Nick Guest story goes this year. I do have a soft spot for him, but that 6 finishing, that holds him back. Trying to train him to play on the flanks, but I don't think he's going to get much past makeshift. He's 29 years old. He's probably stuck in his ways, and that's the way we go. So, yes, Gretorix in goal. Abdullah Jabin on the left flank. He was one of the youth boys that come through. He's got his chance there to start now that we've lost Johnson. Dutton, who was in the other guy that was probably going to play left back, is forced to move into the centre of the park with the loss of Ivor Biggin. Richard Diamond coming back from a minor injury here. So we will see how he goes there. I'll have to monitor him closely. Scrivens. The new midfield partnership, I think, is going to be Priest and Twiggenberries in the centre of the park here. We're training out this plays short, simple passes for Twiggenberries here. And if we can get rid of that, I think he'll be good. He's got vision of 10, passing of 13, which is fantastic for this level. He was 90% pass completion in a couple of friendlies. Very, very good there. But his technique and his flair could do with improvement. So we're trying to get him onto that. Unfortunately, he's unambitious, even though he's got a determination of 15. But Twig and Berries, let's hope he can fill that Mazzala role there. Laura Rigby, you know very well, they continue to keep their spots on the flanks, supporting the hard man and Harnwell up front. Harnwell just shadowing Nick Guest, I think, cheerly for his paper stats. Ugh, I don't know. I still think if part of me wants to play one of those other guys is pressing forward and play Hardy up front, but that lack of pace and acceleration from Hardy, I just think he suits the target man role better, and he will, with his higher finishing, hopefully take the most of the half chances that the target man gets in and around the edge of the area. So let's get into it, shall we? Righto. So we just started the match here. We told the boys to go out and go and grab this one by the horns and pull off an upset. I've got to show you, but we're 50-1 to win the league. We have no players in the media Dream 11. No players that fit our signing criteria, unfortunately, either. Well, I'll be out for them. But I have tried to sign players, and we have had a couple of better players interested, but we just can't offer them the money. They are not interested in a 50 quid a week match fee, and that is about the end of it. I just hope I don't lose too many more. It's been a pretty quiet first half. Been a very quiet first half. Not a single highlight. Not a single highlight. I'm going to G them up. Let's see if G'ing them up works a bit. Twig and Berry's quiet. We certainly have a lot to think about here. We just don't have that extra little bit of strength in the middle of the park. The flanks are pretty much the same. Abdul Jabin was absolutely fantastic in the pre-season. So this substitute time though was absolutely fantastic in the pre-season, as I said, but he doesn't really seem to be improving here. Sam Scrivens is having a horrible game. I just need to yell at him, I think. Dickie Diamond is pretty much going to have to come off here. Oh. Who am I training to play there? I'm not. That's the problem. I think I do throw Alan Christie there just because I have to, I think. And Harmo's not playing well, so he comes off for Guest. We'll tell him that we have faith in them to go out there and make a difference. Punt the fists. Get them out there. They're motivated. Confirm the subs. Learn how to drive it, Neil. Come on. We're going to encourage the higher team, the whole team here. So I'm not going to be encouraged by this or be upset by it. Pickering at one of the new teams in the league. Yeah. I think I agree there. Sam Scrivens continues to be a problem back there. I mean, he goes all right back there, but stats-wise, he's not really. Oh, hang on. Here's a highlight. We've got one finally. It's been the whole game. Abdullah Jabin goes at Hardy. The hard man goes himself from long range. Draws a spectacular dive out of the Pickering keeper, but that is all it does. Doesn't really trouble the goal at all. And, well, shit. Quiet start. Twig and Berries and Priest end up doing all right in the centre of the park there. Dutton does well on debut, I think, for Dutton. Dickinson does better than Scrivens. Law very quiet. We got some work to do. So we'll play this one up as a moral victory for us. At least we get something out of it there. But I think I'm going to disappear for a few games now, and I'll come back. Bring you back? Come back. We'll bring you back for the Worksop game later, I think. They're one of the favourite teams this year. So we'll see you then. So before we get to the next game, this is the sort of thing I'm talking about, guys. £160 a week. almost my entire wage budget for this guy, who is not a huge, well, he probably is a fair upgrade, to be fair. For someone who's in a comparable division, £160 a week. That's what we're coming up against, guys. Right, we're back here for the match against, who have we got here? Worksop Town. Previous winners of the competition here, Worksop Town, got relegated this year. So I thought we'd showcase this game. However, we do have Liversedge in the next game, but I'll probably play that off camera and come back to you a bit later. We drew against Maltby Main and beat Grimsby Borough in between these two matches. And, well, should have beat Maltby Main. We conceded 3 goals, 3, in pretty much injury time to end up drawing the game. And needless to say, I was pretty unhappy with that. But let's get into the match now. No further transfer or contract news to speak of. Berries did get a knock in one of the previous games, so we're going to give Paul Steele a start here in the Mazzala role. So pretty much the stand line. I've got Torex, Jabin, Steele, F Steele, Dickie Diamond, Scrivens at the back, Priest and P Steele in the centre of the park, Rigby and Law. Both starting to contribute well again, and Hardy and Hanwell up front. Guest did score off the last match, did score in the last match, and we're hoping he can continue as an impact sub for us. Everyone likes the Nick Guest story, and it needs to continue. The man who overachieved so much, no one to scout on their lineup. We're going to point the finger. We're going to tell him to pick up where we left off last time and go out here against freshly relegated Worksop. No real tactical changes to talk about either. We're still playing the 4-2-4. It was a very quiet start to the game, unfortunately. We're going to give him an encourage here. Do they like that? Oh, they're not fussed either way. Like I said, we're still going with the attacking approach. Most of the scouting reports that come through from other teams say they're might be good attackingly, but they're weak defensively, and that's where we're strong. We've got 2 very good strikers. We got a winger and an inside forward who contribute, and we just keep putting these long balls in and hoping stuff like that continues to happen. Sam Hardy there, the hard man up front, stands firm for his team. The long ball there from Dickie Diamond, I believe, for the assist. There we go, Dickie Diamond, and Hardy just chests this down for himself. And Lombard will be pretty disappointed there. He's made a meal of that, to be fair. The Worksop keeper. So Rigby is hurt. That is something I really do want to have a quick look at. Hampered by injury, right. We're probably not going to bring on a guest like I suggest. We are going to bring on Roger Richardson here. We're going to pump the fist and tell him we've got faith in him to make a difference. Out he goes. Injury protection is going to be crucial to us this year. We can't afford that little run that we had last season of just losing games against silly sides. Smythe, Tomlinson here. Having said that, Worksop are knocking the ball around for fun here, and our boys are kind of just standing off, keeping their shape admirably, but standing off and allowing the shot there. But comes to no avail for them. We're going to try and see if we can squeeze a little bit more out of the boys here. Where's P Steel? He was tired apparently. Oh yeah, P Steel was very tired. So we're going to bring on Twig and Berries for the second half. Probably going to see a bit of this from us this year, to be fair. Guys that are young and perhaps don't have the natural fitness or missed out on a bit of pre-season for whatever and are going to get tired. Scrivens there, just gets rid of it. Harnwell picks it up here though. Priest. Starting to nail down that ball-winning defender spot, Priest there. I nearly sat him out this game for Dickinson. But no, I thought Priest had done well. enough to maintain his spot. He's got good bravery and probably better mentals for the position than his rival in Dickinson has. And he's definitely a better tackler. So we'll leave it as it is for now. Oh, Law muscled off the ball there, but recovers. Hardy. Twig Berries puts Harnwell in. No, Richardson. Roger Richardson. I do believe that's his first goal for the team. It is. It's Richardson's first goal for Penistone Church. And he has given him a good Roger in here, has Richardson. Top corner of the net. Never looked like missing, really. And Lombard, in fact, has parried that up into the top corner. And, well, he's just going to be very upset about that, indeed. So that leaves us top of the ladder here, which is what I like to see. Jab in. Puts it in. Harnwell, though. Yes, you can't believe he missed that. That was a fair free kick from Jabin. Twig and Berries with a corner there to no avail, though. And do we bring Harnwell off? Actually, probably going to bring Hardy off today. He's a bit knackered. So we might bring Hardy off for guest shortly. In fact, we're going to do that now before we forget at the end of this highlight. Priest's going to pick up the ball. So he mops up the ball well there, Priest, as much as he's looks like he's not moving quickly. His pace isn't the best, the boy, but Law here. Can he lay down the law? No. But Jabin can put the ball in. Sam Hardy, is he offside? No, he's not. And Sam Hardy, well, Abdullah Jabin, the architect, indeed there. See, Law tries to lay down the law here, and straight off the player, Abdullah Jabin finds Samuel Hardy in the box, and the hard man has his second. Can't take him off on a hat trick now. That would be unfair. Played onside by the number 5 here for Worksop. And, well, this is looking like the sort of victory that you build a season of. I'm not worried about Gould. We will beat Gould in the league, I am sure. All the interest now is whether I'm gonna sort that. Now, who comes on for the very tired Billy Law? I am gonna bring Nick Guest on there. And for my final trick, I know I've done all my tricks. There we go. I've done my tricks. Confirm sub. So can the hat trick, can the hard man get his hat trick? Here we go. Richardson tries to put him through, but Lombard has a wake to it this time. They'll like that. Works up a bit better work from their goalkeeper there. Haven't said that. Oh, that no distribution is good. Martin finds Tracy in the centre of the park. Baxendale. What a great name. And Baxendale's through here. Oh, my God. We always do it at the end of the games. These big boy defenders at the back here, they just get tired and they can't turn around. Sam Scrivens has been a disgrace this season. An absolute disgrace. And we rue the loss of Lewis Alderson once again here. But I hope it is enough here. And Penistone Church beat the newly relegated Worksop 3-1. Go to the dressing room. We actually we're gonna follow the Ask Man's advice there, and they're pretty happy. So I'm not sure when we're going to come back to you. We're probably going to give it a fair break. Perhaps the preliminary rounds of the Cup we'll let go this year, and we'll concentrate on bringing you a league campaign, and hopefully that'll make me focus on concentrating on the league campaign. I think I'm going to abandon it. I can't abandon an FA Cup run for the money, but the other 2 cups, I think I'd just rather be out of them and have fit and happy players. We're just going to pat Hardy on the head here. 13 unbeaten. Wasn't good enough towards the end of last season. We might come back sort of November-ish maybe, around here, perhaps for the Spartan Town Pickering here. We might keep an eye on North Ferriby and see how they do. If they prove to be championship rivals again, we will bring you that game. If you like that and you like the content on my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next episode drops. I do like to keep my Sunday night Australia / Sunday morning England time episodes out. My name's Waylands. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.
Take a leave and go. Soon may the weatherman